Alright, welcome back. We got Alliance War 6 in Season 31. I've got Magneto House of X with the guidance boost on this fight here with Guillotine 2099, who benefits from it because he's hashtag metal. Going against this Mordo on Ebb and Flow knockdown, and when you knock him down, he goes debuff immune. So my goal here really is to just not knock him down unless I have to, but I want to be able to parry him the entire time. Normally, if you parry Mordo, he reflects the stun back onto you, but not if you use the passive stun from the Magneto House of X pre-fight. So here I'm able to parry and counter him the entire time. He was a little passive, and the guy must be running like 5 out of 5 maybe in stand your ground, because I go ahead and throw a heavy and he gets the full resist, and he gets it again later on this fight, and it was a little nerve-wracking there, but at least I had the guidance boost so I could parry and hit into him. That's how you remove the power gain buff that he gets, but normally you can hit into him and break his block and you get rid of it, but there he decided to resist it, but luckily he throws his special too. Again, we just want to get I'm gonna sit back and not hit into him, let him get his special 2 again, see if he'll throw it. Here I have to be really careful. I go for a parry and I get rid of his power gain with like a 2-hit combo there. Luckily he throws that special 2. Not that his special 3 hits that hard, but I don't want to, ideally I don't want to get hit and lose my combo. But it's working out okay. So we go ahead and we want to, every time we use Guillotine 2099, we want to get to the magic 5%, drop our special 3, and bank the charge for the next fight. So we start the next fight with a 100 combo. So there we do. We get under the 5%. Drop a special 3, take his soul, and bank it for the next one. So I actually use the Magneto House of X pre-fight a whole bunch this war, so much so that my friend who normally brings it in used it for me on a Korg fight in a minute. So here, this is Darkhawk, also Ebb and Flow, knockdown heavy hitter, but we're going to go in with Magneto. He was not banned. I believe the bans were like Torch, Doom, and maybe Falcon for some reason. But here I can go ahead and parry heavy no problem, build up to a special 3, and make quick work of this Darkhawk. Nothing too exciting. If you haven't seen my stuff before, I run 2 accounts in the same battle group, so we get tons of fights every single war. Try to do as many fights as we can within reason. We usually get some boss circle action, and so far this season we have done the boss every single war so far. And so there we go, special 3 done. Now here's the second time that I'm using the Magneto House of X pre-fight. We've got this Vision Arcus, who also has built-in tenacity so that you can't always parry him. So I'm going to go ahead, drop the pre-fight on again, use Guillotine with the 100 combo. Now, yes, I'm not immune to his armor breaks. I'm not immune to the cold snap. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and spam special 1s, heavies. I know I'm going to be doing quite a bit of damage on my attacks. I did have an invulnerability boost on, which just at least part of it got hit there. But he's also running recoil, so I just want him to throw specials. I just want to keep my distance from him so I don't take too much of that cold snap damage, because you're only going to get it when you have an armor break on you and he has a power gain buff. I can't really stop either one of those from happening unless I stay away from him, but I was going to be doing so much damage because I had the 100 combo that I was not concerned. Here we have a Mixmaster Korg, and I had my buddy throw on the guidance boost from his white Magneto for my white Magneto, because I needed to save my pre-fight for one more fight coming up. So here, both Magnetos have all energy damage, and this one here is a hero, so he benefits from his pre-fight. And I can go ahead on this Mixmaster Korg, and I can go ahead and parry freely the entire fight. Now, obviously, with Korg, I don't want to throw my specials with like armor breaks or anything until all of his rock stacks are down. I also want to keep getting in at least, like I don't want to idle for too long because it's He's going to gain too much prowess, but it works out pretty good. Because it's Mixmaster, I'm rotating between parry heavies, parry medium, light mediums. There I throw in the, I get the armor break right before his rock stacks come back, so he doesn't purify it. I'm just going to take those special ones on the block. It is not worth it for me to try and evade them. And the way Korg works, as long as you're not giving him additional rock stacks by putting debuffs on him that he can purify and increase his rock stacks, every time you get rid of his rock stacks, he's going to come back with less rock stacks than he started. So on a long Korg fight, eventually he's going to have no rock stacks left, and it makes it pretty easy to go ahead and parry freely and get him done. So one more parry heavy, down goes Mixmaster Korg. I've done that fight so many times, but it's cool to do it with a Magneto House of X. Now, I did not have any fights in Section 1 on Path 9. They just did not put any fights on Hazard Shift. And I think there was one maybe community node Hazard Shift that a teammate took already. So all I had to do is I started with this Window of Opportunity stun and the one that puts a disorient on you. I did have an invulnerability boost on because they were expiring, and I think I did get clipped at one point in this fight, but yeah, right there, but which was kind of annoying. I was trying to evade back. It wasn't happening. Just like that. That's what I was looking for. There we go ahead. Wait for the stun timer to go down, get the parry off, and finish the fight. Kingpin always doing some work there. Let's quickly jump back onto the community node in Section 2. Going up Path 5 here. So we have the Footloose. It's a Footloose Mole Man. So again, I kept my pre-fight, and even though I don't have the bank charge with Guillotine 2099, I'm using the pre-fight so that Mole Man can't shrug off my parries. And Mole Man, even though he's on this node with Footloose, all I got to do, I notice he's running recoil, and he's got a very long special 1 and special 2. So because of that, all I got to do is keep spamming my special 1 to keep him power drained, keep him as far to the right of the map as possible, and when he throws his special, even though he's going to get the Footloose charges, if I just back off, by the time he's done his special, the Footloose is almost over. So I just dash back once, twice, and there we go. I can attack back in again, I can parry freely the entire time, and I can just power control him with Guillotine. So this fight worked out beautifully. Again, this is like the fourth time already that I've used a Magneto House of X pre-fight, and it's extremely useful. So even though some champions like Doom and Torch can't be used, and I used Doom quite a lot in previous seasons, but we have found lots of ways to work around what we would normally do. And again, if you haven't been to the channel before, I also speed up these fights. I'm boosted for all of them. I have so many fights that I got to speed it up a little bit, or it's going to take too long for the video. Now we're back onto Path 9. We got the Hazard Shift, Shock, and Bleed. We've got this Dragon Man. Now, again, we can parry him to get rid of his power gain right at the start. We just don't want to hit him because we've got one eye open. So one eye open, any damage that you hit into the opponent while they are stunned is going to be reflected back onto you. So here I can go ahead, get off my special 1. He's almost done. Every time I see that power gain, the way to get rid of the power gain is either the parry, so I'm going to parry and back off, or take a hit of his special 1 there, or his special 2. So very easy. Dragon Man goes down, and then SpiderMan 2099. With Kingpin here, I don't really have to worry about anything. It's just Hazard Shift. I'm going to try and just keep him to special 1, and I've got class advantage, and I'm going to shred this Spider-Man very quickly. I just don't want to deal with his special 2 at all, but for the most part, special 1, not a problem. I can parry on this fight, so it's pretty easy. Down goes SpiderMan 2099. Now, I did bring in Magneto along with Kingpin and Hood. Hood for the Kingpin synergy to help him purify more. Magneto, just over here, we have this Doom on kinetic transference and feats of indestructible 2. So it doesn't really matter too much because Magneto is going to use the magnetism. Doom is a hashtag metal champion. I can pretty much ignore the node. I can just go ahead, parry heavy, build up to a special 3, and I shouldn't have to worry too much about this Doom. I probably should have let him throw his special before I throw my special 3. Like I build up to it here, get some nice prowess going. There we go. We're going to double it up once again. Drop that special 3. I think I do push him to a special 2. That's not too bad. Yeah, he goes to a special 2. We're just going to block the first part, evade the end. Don't take any extra damage there, and the bleeds take him away. Now we're back on to path 5. We're going to go guillotine again against this abomination, ebb and flow intercept. We've done this fight before. It's a little bit slow because I don't have didn't finish the previous fight with a special 3. So I'm going to have to, I am going to throw a bunch of intercepts here. You'll see I'll do like a 2 or 3 hit combo, dash back, and see if I can get a dash back intercept. There we go. So if I can get the intercepts, I can get the fury going, and at the same time, as long as I can keep my combo up and bait his special 1s, and at the same time, I'm just going to go ahead and keep all my power and wait till we get to that magic 5% or less, drop the special 3, and have the charge for another fight. So again, we're going to back off, bait that special 1, get a nice intercept there, and just rinse and repeat the entire time. It's not too bad. But Guillotine 2099 definitely putting in some work this war. The pre-fight came in clutch. And Magneto, when he's not banned, it's fun to continue to use him for all our familiar favorites. We got another familiar favorite coming up next. But so far so good on this war. We got some tricky fights still in the boss circle. And we do have some boss action this war. So there we go, bait another special 1. Our combo is up over 80 now. I'm just trying to see if I can sneak in another intercept here. There, 3 hit combo, dash back intercept, there we go. Bait another special 1. And there we go, we're below the magic 5%. And we can drop our special 3, bank a charge, and we'll have it for another one. And our health is still looking pretty good here. All right, next up we got Nova. We've done this one a bunch of times. This one is, again, ebb and flow intercept. And not really a problem. He's hashtag metal. So Magneto is going to shut down the node for the most part. Also, but right there, I did get an intercept in, and I did get the ebb and flow intercept fury. So sometimes it happens. Most of the time, I don't get it there. But the reason Nova's here, because if you intercept him, you can get auto-blocked. But Magneto cannot be auto-blocked by a hashtag metal champion. So here we're just going to go ahead, and I know he's got high ground, and you don't want to take his specials on the block. You could take a lot of damage there, so I'm pretty good at evading his special 1 over and over again. We're going to try and just keep rinse and repeat on the baiting special 1 as we get to our special 3. We do have a couple prowess here. I'm going to see if I can get another parry heavy in there, or there we knock him down. We get up to 10 prowess. Charge it again, get up to 20. So that's a decent chunk. I don't usually get this high prowess against this Nova, but that's a nice bit of special 3 damage. The bleeds are going to tick him away. Boom, down goes Nova. Now, this fight was a little tricky. We got a Penny Parker also on ebb and flow intercept, mighty charge, crumbling armor. So I went in with Magneto here. Now, on the one hand, I'm trying to hit into her block and get rid of the sync shield. At the same time, it's Magneto, so I'm really not too concerned. But so I can pretty much, I can't consistently parry on this one. I was thinking about what the best option would be, and I still thought Magneto was still the way to go here. Again, I'm just going to hit into the block, and then I'm going to try and heavy counter her heavy. I can't get auto blocked, but I can still get power burned when I would be auto blocked. So I have to be careful here. So I can bypass the auto block, but I don't want to take too much extra damage. So there, now it's down. I can go ahead, parry heavy, no problem. If I can get the light parry in. Again, I'm not great at repairing, but if I can get that first light attack parry in, I will definitely take it. Again, Sync Shield comes back, so I'm trying to knock it down. At the same time, I don't really care too much there. I was a little bit too far away. I can see the defender also happens to be running recoil, so all I really have to do is let this Penny Parker throw some specials. I think I might have a slip up here in this one. Wasn't perfectly smooth. But here we get the Sync Shield down again. So we can go ahead and try and either, yeah, Penny didn't want to throw her heavy. There she does, and I'm able to heavy counter. And there I get clipped a little bit. I'm just trying to bait that special one again. And I went ahead and I was too close. I get clipped in her like damage over time there. Debuff that she puts on. I can't remember what exactly it's called, but it's not great there. And I don't want to hit into her at this point with the Sync Shield so high. I'm getting power burned, which is not looking great. So I'm trying to really, hopefully Penny turtles up, get into that block, get that Sync Shield down. Now I can go ahead and hit in without worry about getting power burned. So now if I can get the right distance here, I threw my heavy too soon. Not great there. Not my best performance against this one. There we go ahead and we get the heavy counter. Now she's got the Sync Shield up and everything. I take the power burn damage, but at the same time I get a lot of damage on my heavy attack. So pretty happy about that. Get the Sync Shield down once again, and I think we're just going to drop a special 2 here to finish it. So a little dicey there at the end against that Penny Parker, but we got it down. Now we're going to use the Magneto from the main account against this Safeguard Ultron. He also has like Vigorous Assault. If he gets his healing, he's going to be unblockable. But what we're going to do is we're going to build up to a special 3 against this Ultron, and it doesn't always work, but because of the magnetism, I can bypass the node and I can do more than the 1% damage cap. So much so that when I build up to a special 3 with enough prowess, we're going to see if we can just take him down in one special 3. Most of the time it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you'll still only do 1%, but then you'll get but then Magneto gets his big fury, and then you can do a ton of damage, most likely bypassing the damage cap there. But the goal here, like we normally do, parry heavy, get a bunch of prowess, build to a special 3. Here we go. Let's see if we're going to be able to take him out in one special 3. And it looks like it bypassed the damage cap. So, down goes Ultron. Easy fight. Now, I have Void on Hazard Shift, Incinerate Poison, and Stun Immune. Now, I know in the previous war I was getting some tips on the Stunning Reflection to Heal block, or Window of Opportunity Stun Heal block mini that we took a bunch of damage on against Void. But you can see here, as much as the rage stacks count as debuffs against him, because of Hazard Shift, I ramp up to my my own like fury so fast, plus I get a little bit of healing back from willpower, that I don't feel like I'm taking too much damage, even though I am, from the rage stacks that count as debuffs. I'm not too concerned here, because most part, because of all the debuffs that are getting put on because of Hazard Shift, I'm purifying them, going to my fury, and I'm getting the fight down pretty fast without like really worrying about Void killing me here. As long as he throws that special 2, we'll get off our special 1 with the class advantage, and another beefy Void goes down with Kingpin. Now, we just did this fight in the last war. I think the last war, or maybe the war before. This is the Stunning Reflection, Polka Dot Power, Stun Vulnerability, Terrax. So I go in with my 100 combo. I'm taking a bit of damage. I took a little bit of damage from his rock field at the beginning, and I'm kind of stuck in the corner here, so I'm going to go ahead and use my I'm going to hit into him and take some of that rock field damage, just because I have to create some space here. So I can finally use my special one, not even to power drain him. He cannot be power drained by a robot. So or hashtag metal champions. But I do get parried there, which was unfortunate. I did have an invulnerability boost on just in case, because this is window of opportunity stun, and we know those accidental stuns love to happen. But as long as I can keep up my, I think my combo shield helped me there. As long as I can keep my combo meter up, I'm going to be hitting really, really hard. I do have my healing to fall back on if I get to 15%, but luckily, similar to the previous time we did this fight, he goes down before that happens. All right, other minis were taken. We're going to go ahead, and we've done this fight before. If you've seen this season of War, we've already done it. It's a high ground Magneto on, stun immune, boss node. It doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead in with Kingpin, and we are going to take this guy down there. Who cares? I take a few hits there. Not a problem. He's going to actually ramp up to like 4 high ground charges, I think, in this fight, because he did not want to throw a special. I don't know what was with the AI at some point, but it's okay. For whatever reason, I'm super confident with my intercepts with Kingpin against this Magneto. I've done it so many times that I feel really confident about it. And yeah, Kingpin comes in clutch once again. At the beginning of this fight, I was really, and my timing on the special one, my intercepts were on point. And then at some point, this fight kind of goes sideways in terms of him just not throwing a special. But we managed to make a comeback and finish this one off. 16 fights, completely deathless. I didn't even use that many items this war, so pretty happy with the performance. Hopefully you guys are having a good season. Again, if there's any other content that you would like to see on the channel, any specific bosses that I haven't covered, or previous variants that I don't have the bosses for, or you'd like to see something specific, let me know in the comments. You can see there, I took a combo and then we had to come back from this one, but we do a good job. But let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see, and I'll gladly do it. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Looking forward to the next one. Okay, bye.